What if the next global conflict isn't fought by soldiers, but by autonomous AI? What if the command to fire isn't given by a general, but by an algorithm? For years, this has sounded like science fiction, but the line is getting blurrier every day. The Pentagon is actively exploring this new reality, and they've just made a huge move. The Department of Defense has inked a deal worth up to $200 million with OpenAI. Yes, the company that made ChatGPT, to bring advanced AI into the military. This is the story of that landmark deal, and the unsettling future it might be building. This isn't just about a simple software upgrade. This could be a fundamental shift in the nature of war itself, and it's happening right now. Section 1. The deal. On June 17, 2025, a landmark contract quietly made waves in the worlds of tech and national security. It was a prototype agreement between the US Department of Defense and OpenAI, with a price tag of up to $200 million and work expected to run until July of 2026. The official goal? To develop what the Pentagon calls frontier AI capabilities to address critical national security challenges in both warfighting and enterprise domains. So, what does that actually mean? The project is being managed by the Pentagon's Chief Digital and AI Office, or CDAO, which was created specifically to get the military up to speed with the latest tech. And they picked OpenAI, the company that put generative AI on the map, to help them do it. This isn't some minor research grant. It's a clear signal that the US military views advanced AI as the next critical battlefield. The deal is one of the first under a new initiative called OpenAI for Government, a program designed to embed the company's powerful tools directly into the machinery of the state. OpenAI says the goal is to support the military's critical missions, streamline healthcare for service members, and transform administrative work. And honestly, who could argue with making bureaucracy more efficient? But if you look closely at the language, the phrase warfighting domains is right there in black and white. While OpenAI's public statements focus on things like administrative support and proactive cyber defense, the Pentagon's own documents make it clear this technology is also being considered for the front lines. This has created an unsettling gap between how the tech company talks about the deal and how the military does. This isn't just about better paperwork, it's about building a strategic advantage for a future conflict. This move also represents a complete U-turn for OpenAI. Until January 2024, the company's own usage policy explicitly banned using its technology for military and warfare. That policy was quietly removed, paving the way for massive defense contracts like this one. It signals a major cultural shift, blurring the lines between a Silicon Valley innovator that once talked about AI for all humanity and a company now working directly with the military. Section 2. The implications. So what is this frontier AI the Pentagon is buying? And what are these agentic workflows they plan on building? Frontier AI just means the most powerful, cutting-edge AI models out there. Systems like GPT-4 and beyond that can reason and process information on a scale that a human brain just can't match. These aren't just chatbots. They're the foundation for something new: AI agents. Think of an AI agent as a virtual specialist. One agent might be an expert in logistics, another in analyzing satellite images, and a third in detecting cyber threats. Agentic workflows are basically semi-autonomous processes where these agents team up to complete complex tasks that would normally take a whole group of people. A CDAO official said the goal is to create virtual assistants that can handle tedious work, freeing up soldiers to focus on bigger decisions. The Pentagon has laid out two main buckets for these AI agents: enterprise management and warfighting functions. The enterprise side is pretty straightforward. It's about using AI to tackle the mountain of paperwork that exists in any huge organization, managing finances, handling HR, and improving healthcare logistics for military personnel. But that second category, or warfighting, is where the alarm bells really start to go off. The applications here include things like decision support for commanders, operational planning, intelligence analysis, and cyber operations. Imagine an AI agent that can sift through battlefield data from thousands of sources in real time, drones, satellites, communications, and recommend a course of action to a commander faster than any human possibly could. Imagine an AI that manages the logistics of a modern army, predicting fuel and ammo needs before they become a crisis. This is the promise, but it comes with some serious ethical baggage. The move has reportedly sparked dissent within OpenAI itself, with some employees raising concerns about the company partnering with the military. They're asking how OpenAI can guarantee its technology isn't used for offensive weapons once it's in the hands of the military. After all, even Skynet from the Terminator movies was originally designed for defense. OpenAI insists that its policy still bans developing or using its AI for weapon systems or to cause harm. But critics are skeptical. As AI ethics researcher Margaret Mitchell points out, you don't have control over how the technology is actually used. Once the tool is handed over, the creator loses control. And that's the heart of the problem. The military is exploring technology from a private company that is essentially a black box, capable of making decisions we can't fully audit or understand. Section 3, the speculation. This $200 million deal isn't the endgame. It's a pilot program. If it's seen as a success, it could open the floodgates for much deeper AI integration across the entire US military. And this is where we have to start asking some really tough questions about the future of war. First, there's the push toward autonomous weapons. While OpenAI's current policy forbids building lethal systems, the line between a decision support tool and an autonomous weapon can get dangerously thin. If an AI analyzes data, identifies a target, and a human just rubber stamps that decision, who is responsible if the AI gets it wrong? You can't put a machine on trial, and the human operator can argue they were just following the program's recommendation. This creates a terrifying accountability vacuum. Second, this deal will almost certainly accelerate a global AI arms race. A primary reason for this push is competition with other world powers, especially China. As the US integrates frontier AI into its military, adversaries will feel pressured to do the same. This could create a highly unstable dynamic, with nations racing to build more powerful and autonomous systems, possibly without the right safety or ethical rules in place. The United Nations has already warned that the militarization of AI has serious implications for global security and that our laws haven't caught up. Third, there is the risk of mission creep. The project might start with administrative tasks and cyber defense. But as the technology gets better, the temptation to use it for more sensitive things, like targeting and battlefield command, will be huge. What starts as an AI secretary could, over time, evolve into an AI general. We are watching the lines blur between military judgment and private technology, potentially trading democratic oversight for a technological edge. This isn't just about one contract. It's about a new kind of war. A future where conflicts could be fought at machine speed, with escalation happening in microseconds, way too fast for any human to intervene. A future where the battlefield isn't just land, sea, and air, but also the digital networks and AI models that oversee those domains. We are building systems so powerful and complex that even their creators don't fully understand them. We all know about AI hallucinations, where a model just makes things up. In a chatbot, that's funny. On a battlefield, it could be catastrophic. We're at a pivotal moment. The decisions being made today in the offices of the Pentagon and the boardrooms of Silicon Valley could shape our world for decades. The promise of a technological advantage is powerful, but the risks are unlike anything we've ever faced before. What do you think? Is this a necessary step for national security in the 21st century? Or have we just opened Pandora's box and taken a huge step towards a future of AI warfare? Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you want to stay on top of how this technology is changing our world, make sure to subscribe. The Pentagon's new AI initiative isn't a tank or a missile. It's code. It's an algorithm, and it forces us to ask a terrifying question. Are we ready to hand over decisions of life and death to a machine? Because that seems to be exactly where we're heading.